Hello, everyone. We are down here in the Kelowna Boat Works in Kelowna. There is an air of excitement, and I would say almost 50 to 75 people are here to watch the launching of the Lady Eileen, the largest sailing vessel of its type ever to be built in Kelowna, and I understand one of the largest to be built on this continent of this particular type. And Mr. Johnny Dedora of Vernon is the owner of this boat, and I understand that it is the culmination of 20 years of dreams of sailing for him to be launching this Lady Eileen this afternoon. Champagne is being tied with a wide white ribbon as others look on. The winch now is being let out just as a trial. But here at our microphone, at a very auspicious moment, are Mr. and Mrs. Johnny Dedora of Vernon. And welcome to our microphone, Mrs. Dedora. How do you do? And what are your feelings right at this moment?
I'm just so excited, really. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I'm just so proud of it and so pleased with it all.
Well, I think probably behind every great achievement of the husband, there is a lot of encouragement from the wife. I'm sure that you're one who has done that.
Yes, I think so. I've spent many lonely hours at home because of this boat, but however, it's well worth it now.
Do you sail yourself, Mrs. Dedora?
Well, I love sailing very much. I don't take much part in the actual sailing of it, but I do enjoy it very, very much.
How many children have you?
We have 3 boys.
Are they excited about this?
I should say so. They're going to be future sailors, I think.
Well, Mrs. Dedora, I think we'll return now to your husband because, as you say, it's exciting. We won't take any more of your time now. And hello, Johnny.
How do you do? How are you?
Fine, thank you, Johnny. I understand that your boat is 30 feet long and that it's very unusual in that it's made of 5/8-inch plywood and it's covered with fiberglass. Could you enlarge on that for us?
Well, I think that as far as the plywood is concerned, I find that quite a few boats are being made of plywood nowadays, but the fiberglass covering is more or less a fairly recent thing, although it has been tried by the U.S. the Marine Forces and the Navy in their crash landing boats, and the fiberglass covering has been working out very, very well. Not only that, it's covered with fiberglass, you get away from years of painting, I hope.
Did you put the fiberglass on yourself?
Yes, also I spent many long hours at it.
Well, what did you do? Travel from your home in Vernon down here to Kelowna Boat Works?
That's right. I've covered about over 2,000 miles doing it.
Well, that's maybe what Mrs. Dedora meant when she said she spent many lonely hours at home.
I'll say a couple of times I didn't get back home until 5 or 7 o'clock in the morning.
And then go to work. You have Johnny's Grill, don't you?
Yes, John, yeah, that's right.
A lot of our listeners will know that spot. I know in our northern city here in Okanagan. Can you tell me something more about your boat? How about it's a sailing sloop, isn't it?
It's a sailing sloop, that's right. There's an auxiliary motor in it, just in case we run out of wind at some time or another. There isn't very much more to say. It's an 8.5-foot beam, and it was designed by a E.C. Green in England. And it was intended for family coastal cruising in and around England or other waters. But I figured it would be just the type of boat that I would need on the Okanagan Lake.
Well, with your 3 boys and you and Mrs. Dedora, you should have some wonderful trips on Lake Okanagan.
That's right. We have sleeping accommodation for 4 on there, with room for galley, sink, and a little WC and everything that goes with it.
Well, you should be very comfortable. What is the sail? I mean, how much sail headroom?
There's about 270 square feet of sail on it, and it was made made in Vancouver. The mast is of aluminum, and the boom is of aluminum also. That's another sort of take away from the usual type of wooden mast.
Was that your idea, the aluminum?
To a certain extent, yes and no, because they are using aluminum mats quite extensively in the States right now. But that also minimizes the amount of upkeep that you have to have on it.
And why have you named it the Lady Eileen?
Needless to say, that's my wife's name.
Well, that will make up again for those lonely hours. Well,
I'll
I
say.
see that the winch has let the Lady Eileen down, and that you'll be ready there with your bottle of champagne, so we will let you go.
Yes, we'll let her take care of that.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, you will be hearing very shortly the sound of the boat as it goes down into the harbor here, just behind the Kelowna Boat Works. Now, Frank Renfrew of the Kelowna Boat Works has been doing the work on this craft. He started last February, and although he hasn't been working on it steadily, he has put in many hundreds of hours, turning out a very, very beautiful sailing vessel. The bow of it is pointed here in our direction, something I was rather surprised to know, not being too nautically minded, that the sailing vessel or the small vessels are always launched stern first. So sticking right up here, as we stand at our microphone, is the bow of the Lady Eileen at an angle of about 45 degrees, and the Lady Eileen's name is on the side of it in plywood. And they're arranging now how the christening will be made. Frank Renfrew has the champagne in his hand. He's handing it now to Mr. Dedora. I believe his wife will be doing the actual christening, and that is certainly fitting. And there, the craft is christened Lady Eileen, as the champagne now flows down the bow, and the excitement has reached its peak. The Dedoras stand here looking a very, very happy couple, the owners of the largest sailing fleet of its type on this continent. Is now going down the gangplank and into the water. Cloud is following it. The girl reported, as a matter of fact, coming out into the sunshine, about 6 feet from the bow of the Lady Eileen. She's hitting the water now. There's a great crowd outside of the boat.